Do you want to maybe introduce yourself, let them know who you are, what you do?
Sure. Look, my name's Jared Smith. I'm the head of airworthiness and maintenance at Recreational Aviation Australia, and I look after the aircraft register and all the maintenance authority holders.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Is it a fun job?
I got the best job.
Oh,
you
that's
get
great.
to talk to aircraft owners
That's great. That's great.
every single week about their aircraft and their interests and their passions.
Oh, couldn't ask
and
for a
help
better
them
job.
with their problems at the
That's
end
great.
of the day. So.
That's great. That's great. Now, let's take a look. So, can you give us like an overview of what your actual role as head of maintenance at RA Australia is?
Yeah, so in a nutshell, then I'm responsible for ensuring that all the aircraft operated on our register are compliant with the regulation, so that they are correctly certified, and that there's the correct systems and processes in regards to maintenance.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
For the fleet and for maintenance authority holders to carry that out.
Yeah. Perfect. Sounds like a cool job, honestly. You got to work around aircraft all day, make sure
That's all we're looking for, to be honest. That's all we want.
And alrighty, so well, let's take a look at this. How does the actual maintenance of the recreational aviation, how do they differ from with the general aviation to commercial aviation as such?
Yeah, so I don't think there's not a great deal of difference in the actual maintenance required. Where the difference comes into it is the personnel permitted to carry it out.
Okay.
So for one of our large sport aircraft, for example, a Foxbat or a Jabiru, whether it's registered with Recreational Aviation Australia or whether it's registered on the VH register, the maintenance requirements are the same.
Sure, okay.
However, so how it differs is on the VH register, a Part 66 license holder, so a LAMI, is required to carry out the maintenance at this point in time. Yeah. And on the RAAus register, a Level 2 maintenance authority holder or the aircraft owner who holds a Level 1 maintenance authority is able to carry out the majority of the maintenance.
Yeah.
But with a caveat there is what we term the general competency rule.
Yeah, all right.
So if you've never carried out any maintenance before on an aircraft in your life, well, then you're not really permitted to carry it out. But for those that are mechanically minded and have a mechanical background, there's a lot of tasks that they would be permitted to carry out on their own aircraft.
Yeah, lovely.
Great.
I might get Zach to do the next one.
Yeah, I will. So what are the most common, genres or types of aircraft that you guys usually maintain?
My mic's off. Do you want to...
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Just
Now
a
it's back
preview.
on.
Okay. So yeah, what kind of types of aircraft do you usually maintain and keep?
Yeah, so this is I'll give a bit of a fun fact about our register. The top 3 aircraft types that RAAus has registered since inception, which is about 1983. Number 1, would you guys want to hazard a guess what that might be? There's a lot of them hanging around the airfield here, and they are displaying. They're Australian made.
Give us a hint.
It's also placed in Northern Territory. Jabiru.
Oh, the Jabiroos, right.
There we go.
Right, so Jabiru
Makes
are
sense.
well and truly in number 1 position, but number 2 and 3 are also Australian-made aircraft types, right? And this is not really commonly known, right? So over time, this is historically, right?
Yeah.
So in number 2 position would be airborne. It's a wave shift trike, and in number 3 position is aerochute, a powered parachute.
Right.
Because whilst majority of our fleet are 3-axis aeroplanes, we also administer wave shift aircraft, so the wave shift trikes and the powered parachutes.
Zach, you muted me again.
Oh my goodness.
Stop
it's
putting
just
your
your
hand on
monitor,
that.
don't worry. You've actually been able to be heard.
That's okay. Alrighty, let's take a look. So how long have you been with RAAus?
Just 10 years this year.
Oh wow, that sounds. That's quite a journey along there.
It has been. It's been a great time.
That's great. And talking about like journey-wise, how has the so from the start you say that the Jabiru is now the most common aircraft. From when you started, what would you say it's changed the technology in planes over that period of time, or?
Yeah, so I think so when was that? Like 2014, LSA was sort of established, and then it was just ramping up.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a large sport aircraft is a certification category of its own.
Yeah.
So I think up till 2009, we had about like 1,500 registrations, say, and then we'd added another 2,500 aircraft.
Yeah, cool.
Over that decade because of light sport aircraft. What that meant is that the manufacturer could self-certify, and they didn't have to get the aircraft certified by a National Airworthiness Authority like EASA or the FAA, which removed a little bit of some hurdles in getting the aircraft to market, and hence the benefit of what you would see.
Yeah, cool.
At the airshow.
Yeah, lovely. Alrighty, Zach's go.
Yeah, so generally when people are maintaining aircraft, specifically in your business, what do you think some of the most common mistakes that people make would be?
Probably not carrying out the research beforehand.
Yeah.
Right. So there's before you carry out any maintenance, you need to be researching what we call approved data, and that's making sure what is required to be maintained on the aircraft before you carry out the work on the aircraft. And then probably after that would be recording the maintenance. So I think a lot of our aircraft owners are really good at carrying out the work. So all the work that they do is carried out well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's in the research and recording side of things which we need improvement with. So you might see to your right here, we've got TAFE New South Wales.
Yeah, lovely.
Set up for promoting the Aero Skills course, which is there to address these issues.
Yeah.
And what I would actually, can I just further build on this?
Sure, yeah.
I know you guys
ahead.
are interested in learning to fly, right?
Yeah.
And you're wanting to go to the airlines or
definitely commercial.
Or get it. Yeah,
commercial,
right. So if you're looking for a competitive advantage, right? If you go and you get a commercial pilot license, but then you also go and get yourself a certificate too, where you can carry out some Schedule 8 pilot maintenance tasks, you're going to have a competitive advantage.
Yeah, fair enough.
Stand out from the crowd is something I would really...
And that's what you wanted to,
really promote. You guys go and give that a crack.
Yeah, perfect.
Great.
And we've looked at the past, so we've talked about the past of aircraft maintenance and over the years. What do you think's in store for the future of aircraft maintenance? So do you think your job will change over time? What do you think's in store for those people wanting to become aircraft engineers and maintenance?
I think if you look at SEEK at the moment, like licensed aircraft mechanical engineers in the top 5 positions required.
Yeah, cool.
In Australia, so the demand is high today. I think the demand is going to continue to be higher as the demand for air travel increases, which has been increasing for decades.
Yeah, exactly.
Bar those black swan events of COVID and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But it's
perfect.
in demand.
That's great. That's what we want to hear.